It just talks a little bit about the notion. Same face in the Gaza is the same face I see out in California. What has brought us here, brought me here, just give you a little background. So I've embarked on this thing, we call it 1 million guitars. The idea is to manufacture 1 million guitars and give them away. 8 months ago, I gave away the first 1,000 guitars. And they're spread from Arizona to Wisconsin, to New York City. I'm from Israel. My career started there 40 years ago plus. My vision was to play music wherever I could possibly play around the world, not limit myself to one country. My whole thing was to get my music across the world, no matter what. My music always reflected songs about love, relationship, and a lot of yearning for peace. And so I've been on the edge in many ways through my music because a lot of people don't agree with my point of view. But the music wins them over. So they got to say, okay, we forgive you, we love you. I had one notion and dream is, how can we do it through music? How can maybe elevate life, the meaning of life for everybody? At the end of working 20 years in a place called East Jerusalem, which is the Palestinian, it's the Arab side of Jerusalem. Jerusalem is divided and is shared by the three religions, the Judaism, Islam, and Christianity. And it's always a point of conflict. I'm working in the last few years in a refugee camp with kids who have nothing to look up to. There's no future for them. Certainly not in the past 7 years, and who knows if it's going to be any better in the next 7 years. I was working trying to keep kids off the street by getting them to play music. And I made a movie about it. It's called East Jerusalem, West Jerusalem. Some guy on the street, we were in some kind of a protest on the streets in New York City about 3 years ago. Some guy calls out to me, he saw the movie, he says, why don't you give these kids guitars? We saw the film, we see you with all these kids and they're drumming and doing things. Because I was trying to give violins, cellos, trying to get them into classical music a little bit. And I think he got it right. So I designed a guitar, I created a foundation, and started producing guitars and looking for organizations that are already in underprivileged or in special schools, and decided that I'll give these guitars away to these kids. And while they learn, and if they stick to it for 2 years, at the end of the second year, they can walk away with a guitar for life. That perhaps will be something that they'll take with them, not to become musicians necessarily, but just to empower themselves to feel that moment. You understand that it's something that it's yours, you own it when you play. Doesn't matter if you're going to be a doctor, a bus driver, a shoemaker, or a waiter. That moment when you play that instrument, it's yours. Nobody can penetrate that place. Nobody can own it except you. And I want that to be an opportunity for every child that I can possibly get. East Jerusalem, West Jerusalem, Shalom. Yeah. Come on, East Jerusalem, West Jerusalem, Shalom. Salam. Hey. All right. Oh, you guys sing great. 1 million guitars. Yeah!